If you've ever tried to go no contact with a narcissist, then you know it's very difficult. And if you've ever done it, you may have had one or more relapses where you sort of fall back into contact. Now, maybe you did this because it was just easier and you kind of felt like, well, at least I'm comfortable in this abuse. Or maybe you went back because you felt threatened or otherwise coerced to do so. It's possible that you were even hoovered back in, sucked back in by a narcissist with promises of a better life. Whatever the case is, it is time for you to consider preventing your next relapse. So if you are going no contact or you've already gone no contact, this video is for you. Let's get started. My name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. Does that sound good to you? If so, hit that subscribe button and we'll get going. And if you go to our morning chats here, you might know this guy, Tommy D, who again, he says, I'm familiar with all of this after the recent breaking of no contact, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go into the whole comment, but as you can see, no contact is a struggle for many, many people. It is so hard when you're trying to go no contact. A lot of people find themselves having a relapse, like this person who says going no contact once and for all for try 2. So you're considering going no contact with your narcissist. Congrats, you're finally on your way to taking back your life. Are you ready to leave? Have you already left, and maybe are you just still trying to decide what to do? In any case, you need to know something important. It's not your fault that you feel so drawn to your abuser. Why do you still want your narcissist when they're so terrible to you? Why is it so hard to go no contact? In case you weren't aware of what no contact means in reference to narcissistic relationships, let's define it. The no contact rule defined. Simply put, the no contact rule is enacted when you end all contact with the toxic narcissist. This includes, but is not limited to, the following. Stop taking the narcissist's phone calls. Block him or her on all social media networks. Do not schedule or encourage visits with the narcissist. Stop seeing, speaking to, or in any way interacting with him or her. It's not rocket science, right? Then why is it so difficult to enact and then stick to the no contact rule? I wrote a book called Your Love is My Drug, and there's a scientific basis for the title. Researchers say that romantic love is an addiction, as in it affects your brain just like a drug. Logically, you know you shouldn't do things that are bad for you, like drugs. And toxic people who are bad for our lives, well, we know we need to get and stay away, right? It's just not always that easy. Romantic love actually stimulates the same area of the brain as addiction. According to scientists, we are biologically related to behave that way. There is an evolutionary spin here. The loss of a potential baby-making mate would be bad for us as a species. On top of that, humans are hardwired to develop bonds to other humans. It's another survival urge. Add together your biological need to bond and the need to keep your mate, or to feel great distress in the loss of your mate, what do you have? It affects you like a drug, your relationship with this toxic person. And when you're not getting the sweet poison, you might just miss it. A lot like a crack addict might miss his fix. So now you're probably wondering, well, how do I stay no contact then if it's so hard? Stick with me, we're going to get through this. There are links for the resources I'm talking about in the description below, so take a look. Okay, so how do you make sure that you don't break no contact? Well, here are my best tips and some free resources that I think are going to help you. Number 1, make sure that you tell someone that you're going no contact and that you touch base with them every day. Accountability is intensely helpful. Consider this person sort of your no contact buddy. If you don't have a friend or family member you trust, you can join a group like SPAN, which is support for people affected by narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. You can join that at queenbeing.com/SPAN. Number 2, make a list of all the reasons you're going no contact and put it somewhere you can grab it fast for the hard times. Pull it out anytime you feel weak and remind yourself why you're doing this. Consider having a copy of it on your phone too, just in case you need it when you're not at home. Number 3, go to queenbeing.com/60days and download your free copy of my no contact calendar. It's a 60-day calendar filled with activities to keep you on track during the early days of no contact. Number 4, take your time and allow your emotions to flow, but not forever. I suggest setting an end date on your mourning. Choose any day you like, but never longer than 30 days. I suggest anywhere from a weekend to a month, depending on the length and the nature of the relationship. When your mourning phase is done, then you decide that it's time to start your life over again and really do it. Number 5, start focusing on yourself. Consider getting a new look and start focusing on finding your passion. Or if you don't know what your passion is, you can always visit queenbeing.com/passion and download your free passion finder. Number 6, get out of the house. When you're ready, get out and do something different. Maybe you want to check out meetup.com and find a group that shares an interest you have. And be social. It'll feel weird at first, but even casual contact with the outside world can be so healthy for you during this time. If you need it, there's an online course over at Life Makeover Academy that you can take to revamp your social life. Number 7, remember that going no contact opens your life for new and better relationships once you've healed. None of us are getting any younger, and listen, don't you deserve to be happy? Keep your end goals in mind. While it feels easier to sometimes go back to what you know, in the long run you're going to be so glad you stayed no contact. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about here. We don't have to accept crumbs. We don't have to accept less than we deserve. And when we can start to love ourselves in the way that we deserve to be loved, we can start to set boundaries and set standards for ourselves and not accept less than we deserve. So my friend, if you do nothing else for yourself this year in 2018, I want you to do this. Raise your standards. Set your boundaries, know who you are, and love yourself enough to enforce them. This brings me to the question of the day. And the question of the day is, what would you add to my list of things that you can do and watch for to avoid becoming involved with a narcissist again? Leave your thoughts and your experiences in the comments below, and let another survivor know what you think would work, because you never know who you can help. All right, that's all I've got for you right now. As always, thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you soon. It's my mission to teach others what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want. Take care of your body, take care of your soul, nurture the real you, and introduce him or her to the world. Be comfortable in your own skin and in your place in this world. Take your spot, take it now, and the universe will take its cue from you. You feel me? If so, subscribe to my channel. Let's get it done together.